radio station.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Ron Taylor. Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt says the president's trade victories have a lot to do with his ability to see all angles in the U.S. relationship with his trading partners.
Not just tariffs, but also those other trade barriers that exist, like, oh, you haven't washed your chickens properly, send them back. All these things that are used to manipulate access to markets. President Trump is saying, you know what, we see all that now, and we're not going to allow you to do it, and you're going to bring these numbers down.
Senator Schmidt says the president's tariff victories are likely to improve the welfare of American workers.
I think the net of all this is more access to markets, more investment at home, and more jobs here at home, too, as manufacturing comes back. There are twice as many jobs in government. People have twice as many jobs in government than in manufacturing. That's got to change.
The Missouri senator spoke with the Salem radio network. Following a hearing on the January mid-air collision of a passenger plane and an Army helicopter over Washington that killed 67 people, NTSB Chairwoman Jennifer Homendy says air travel is still safe.
Every day we see something in the news, but if you look at the numbers, the number of accidents, the number of fatalities, the number of injuries, they are significantly lower than, say, on our roadways, where 95% of transportation accidents occur.
With law enforcement officers continuing to scour a mountainous area of western Montana for a military veteran who authorities say opened fire at a bar, killing 4 people. Officials say 45-year-old Michael Paul Brown fled the bar after the Friday morning shooting in the small town of Anaconda. Authorities urging residents to be on high alert as they consider him armed and dangerous. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting will begin taking steps toward closing their own, and the fame being funded by the Senate. President Trump said it should not receive taxpayer funds. News analysis at townhall.com. I'm Ron Taylor.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting outside, getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pains, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your life. Head over to ReliefFactor.com or give them a call at 800-4RELIEF and get their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. Relief Factor is the daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by a team of doctors, it uses a special formula with 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask the pain, it helps reduce or eliminate. In fact, the longer you take Relief Factor, the more effective it is to get your days going without any pain. Sleep and get you out of pain by taking their 3-week quick start. It's only $19.95. That's $1 a day.
Just look at me, y'all might say,
The number 4 Relief, wherever you're having pain, neck, shoulders, hips, knees. Don't let it keep you from living the life you want to live. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800, the number 4,
A man jury has ruled that Tesla must pay $243 million in an autopilot crash case.
In 2019, in Key Largo, Florida, a Tesla with autopilot driver assist technology hit a vehicle on a dark rural road with a young couple out gazing at the stars. A woman was killed. Her boyfriend was injured. The plaintiff's lead lawyer acknowledged the driver of the Tesla was negligent, admitting he was looking for a dropped cell phone. The federal jury held Tesla bore significant responsibility because its technology failed and that not all the blame can be put on a reckless driver. Tesla says the verdict is wrong. I'm Ed Donahue.
Stock market had its worst day Friday since May after the government reported a sharp slowdown in hiring. The S&P 500 fell 1.6% Friday. The Dow dropped 1.2%. The Nasdaq Composite lost 2.2%. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Ron Taylor. Smoke from Canadian wildfires still hovering over several Midwestern states today, bringing warnings of unhealthy air. Air quality alerts in effect in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Nebraska, and parts of Indiana and Illinois as well. City News Channel meteorologist Stephen Parr says the quick response by coastal officials this week following the Russian earthquake reflects the lessons learned from the tragic Indonesian tsunami that caught people off guard back in 2004.
Since then, coastal areas, island areas all around the world have been doing a much better job of putting in warning systems, of taking tsunamis seriously, and trying to get advance warning to their citizens when there is the risk of a tsunami happening.
Heavy rain in parts of the eastern U.S. A 13-year-old boy in Maryland has died after getting trapped in a storm drain during heavy rainfall and flooding. Officials say kids were playing in the rain with floodwaters rushing into the area. The boy was swept into a pipe. You'll find more on these stories at townhall.com. I'm Ron Taylor.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVDF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests. Hey, Gilly, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Week in Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro news, here on AM 1530 WVDF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
And welcome to Middleboro in Review. I am Joey Driscoll. Today, it is August 3rd, 2025, and it is a beautiful Sunday morning here once again. I am joined by Don. Good morning, Don. How are you today?
Not bad, Joey. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You're right. It is beautiful. Nice, nice and cool this morning. So.
Very beautiful day, yes. It is August 3rd. Let's go to our day in histories. August 3rd, 1527, the first known letter from North America. That is sent by John Rutt while at St. John's, Newfoundland. 1852, Harvard University was the first...
Newfoundland.
What?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Thank you, Don. Thank you for correcting me there.
Newfoundland.
Gonna get about 20 angry calls now. It's Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. It's like Worcester, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
1852, Harvard University wins the first boat race between Yale University and Harvard. This race is known as the first ever intercollegiate American athletic event, also known as the first ever American intercollegiate athletic event. There we go. 1859, and they hold it every year.
Yeah, the Charles River Regatta.
Yeah, they hold it every year.
Yeah, it's in October. Yeah, one thing I like about that is it's really the last throes of any kind of summer activity, even though it's in October. I mean, they have all these events. I mean, baseball is pretty much wrapped up unless, Sox are in the playoffs or whatever, or the, championship mode. But that's really the last hurrah as far as the outdoor Boston activities, scene, I guess. I mean, it's probably not, but I mean, the official, I guess, in my opinion, starts with the Boston Marathon, pretty much, and then ends there. So, I mean, it's a good tradition.
1859, the American Dental Association is founded in Niagara Falls, New York. 1900, one of the biggest tire companies in the world is founded, Firestone Tire and Rubber Company. That's founded on this day in 1900. All right, now we got two very interesting state histories centered around one person. Ready, Don?
Yeah.
August 3rd, 1907. Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis fines Standard Oil of Indiana a record $29.4 million for illegal rebating of freight carriers. The conviction and fine are later reversed on appeal. That's a pretty big decision there that was laid down on this day.
Yeah.
In the oil, at least in the oil industry. It was.
Yes.
14 years later, on this day, 1921, Major League Baseball Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis confirms the ban of 8 Chicago Black Sox the day after they are acquitted by a Chicago court. 14 years
Wow.
separating those two decisions by the same man, Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's been around, I guess, huh?
ah, exactly.
Two today histories, one guy, 2 different dates.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
1936, on this day, Jesse Owens wins the 100-meter dash, defeating Ralph Metcalfe at the Berlin Olympics.
36?
1936, the Berlin Olympics.
Oh, Hitler hated that.
He did not like it.
He did not. Oh my God.
No,
He
he had a
came
front row
in.
seat.
Yeah,
He did not like
and
that.
this guy came in and he dominated
Yeah.
in the running. Yeah, I remember clips of that.
1946, the Santa Claus Land, the world's first themed amusement park, that opens in Santa Claus, Indiana.
What? There's a Santa Claus, Indiana?
Santa Claus, Indiana.
Nice.
All right. 1949, the American Basketball Association of America and the National Basketball League finalized a merger that would create the National Basketball Association, the NBA. So, happy birthday, NBA. That is now 76 years old today.
Well,
Birthdays on this day, 1811, Elijah Otis, American businessman, he founded Otis Elevator Company, which is, I guess, one of the biggest elevator companies in the world,
that's one of the oldest, I know
and one
that.
of the oldest.
Every time you think of elevators, I think it's in everyone's head, Otis.
Otis.
Most popular. I mean, yeah.
1900, both born in 1900, August 3rd, 1900. First, Ernie Pyle, American soldier and journalist, and also born on this day in 1900, John T. Scopes, American educator. 1922, John Eisenhower, American historian, general, and diplomat. He was the 45th ambassador to Belgium. 1923, Pope Shenouda III of Alexandria. I believe he was Pope of the Orthodox Church. 1924, Connie Converse, American musician and singer-songwriter. 1926, Tony Bennett, born on this day, American singer and actor, Don.
Yeah.
Bennett.
We talked about Tony Bennett.
99 years old he lived in.
Yeah, we talked about Tony Bennett with Chachi a few years ago. And we actually talked about Tony Bennett last time he called. And he's good friends of Chachi's. And Chachi was playing his records. I mean, when he worked at WBC and BCN, and that was unheard of to play like a Tony Bennett song on a rock and roll channel. So,
Yeah.
I mean, but that started too. I remember Pat Boone doing Black Sabbath, remember doing Ozzy,
Yes.
and then Christopher Lee doing some stuff or whatever. All these old.
Yeah, Christopher Lee did a couple heavy metal albums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not bad. They're pretty good.
Pat Boone too did something, and I think William Shatner did something too. So all these actors
blended his voice a couple
and
times.
yeah, it was for a goof, but
Yeah.
this wasn't. When Chachi was playing the new album that Tony brought out, I think he said it was in the late '80s or whatever, or early '90s. They hit. The people liked it, and it's just like everyone. I'm not saying his parents like Tony Bennett. He grew up with his parents listening to Tony Bennett, so I love it that. And the story. I always talk about the story because I love the story that he was able to play the newer albums and brought a whole new generation to listen to Tony Bennett. Younger, people like my age at that time. And I remember hearing some about Tony Bennett songs playing, and it was probably BCN I was listening to. So, I mean, that radio station was the forefront of of the country. And it's just like, that's a great story. I just love stories like that. So, yeah.
Born on this day in
Happy birthday, Tony.
Yes, born on this day in 1940, turning 85 today, Martin Sheen. Yeah.
He's great. He's a great, he's like one of my favorites, Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
He is great.
Charlie's pretty good too. We gotta give Charlie his flowers.
Charlie.
Charlie Sheen's good.
And Amelia Estevez.
We gotta give, yes, and Amelia Estevez. We gotta give those two their flowers. They're good. That entire family.
Yeah,
is amazing.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen played with Martin Sheen, and we know what movie he played in. Played together. I know they played in other movies, but this movie was a well-known movie, and they played it. And they played father and son too in the movie.
Was it? What's that movie?
If anybody knows, call. No, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Just say it.
Wall Street.
Okay.
With Michael Douglas.
Okay.
So that was a good movie.
And I mentioned before, I mentioned before Charlie Sheen was in the sequel of All Dogs Go to Heaven. Not as good as the first one. The first one had Burt Reynolds, so it's really hard to beat. The first one.
I know. Yeah.
But the second one was pretty good. He was pretty good. I think Sheena Easton was in one of them, actually.
Really?
I think so.
No.
If I remember correctly. I'll look it up during the commercial break. I believe Sheena Easton was in one of them.
Yeah.
And I will look that up.
She does a Bond movie, you know that, right?
Yes, she does. Yes, I know. She does. So, the Martin Sheen family, the Sheen family is just amazing. And also Amelia Estevez as well. He's in one of my favorite Stephen King films. I know everyone else hates this film, but I love it. It's Maximum Overdrive. So,
No, it's alright.
I love that film. I really do.
Yeah.
I love the premise of it. I just love everything about it. It's a great film. They did a really good job on the film.
But
Amelia, I guess, just didn't care for her either.
I'm a dual snob, meaning dual.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat dual. Steven Spielberg with Dennis Weaver, that movie was always played on Channel 56 like 50 times a week. That movie is just it's actually terrifying. Mm-hmm. Because there's nothing supernatural about it. Maximum Overdrive is supernatural. Or trucks don't drive.
But it's cool supernatural. It's not. I don't think it's campy.
Right.
I don't think it's campy.
Yeah.
The ending's a little.
It's a little campy.
The ending's a little.
Well, you got.
But it's a fun. It's fun.
You got goofy characters in that though. I think you have some goofy.
Yeah. The actress who plays Lisa Simpson's in it.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it's still. I think it's still good.
I always go back to Duel because Duel is just terrifying.
Like I said, it's my favorite Stephen King film.
Right, because not Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Right. So you don't know the drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part where he's waiting at the railroad tracks, and then the truck's trying to push him into the train.
Yeah. That's a movie I'd like to see a sequel of. We'll see if that ever
They
happens.
have to do it right. If they come in and they lost it up, I'd be so heartbroken.
Yeah, they have to do it correctly.
And we're talking about Amelia Estevez too. There's a movie that came out, and some people will say it would be cheesy, but it's sci-fi. I love cheesy sci-fi. I'm a big cheesy sci-fi guy. Movie called Free Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it had Mick Jagger too.
Yeah.
He can't act, but it was good to see that. He was terrible, but he was good though. He didn't have to act. He played the part where Ray Russo was in it. I think Anthony Hopkins and Amelia Estevez, and David Johansen was in it too. A little tidbit on that. Buster Poindexter, David Johansen. He was the New York Dolls. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he reinvented himself a few times too. David Johansen, which is, I wasn't a big Buster Poindexter fan, but I gotta give it to him to reinventing himself. You know, he did a different kind of music,
Yes.
more of like the Caribbean sounded music or whatever. So
He did
it was
that. He did that Animals melody. That was really good.
Well, it came out in the early 80s.
That was really good.
I remember my brother had the album, and, you know, it's like anything. You steal your brother's albums. You always steal your brother's, and he's like, you know, where's my ELO album? Where's my, you know, Element, you know, where's my David Johansen album? Where's my Black Sabbath album?
Yeah.
You know, where's my Foghat album? Of course, he'd buy them all, and I'd take them and lose them on them.
Turning 62 today, James Hetfield.
Oh.
62. Wow.
62, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, Metallica. You know,
I mean,
I'm a huge fan of Metallica.
You know what? I like Metallica too, but I don't know. I mean, I could have thought another band to be on deck for when Ozzy came on.
You know, if they never
I
kicked,
really do.
you know what, if they never kicked out Dave Mustaine out of Metallica, we would have never had Megadeth. And
Yeah, I don't
I
think that.
vastly prefer Megadeth.
I don't
over
like any.
Metallica.
I'm good. I mean, I don't want to sound like a snob, but
Well,
I'm good.
for me, I vastly like Megadeth more than Metallica, in my opinion. And without, you know, Dave Mustaine leaving Metallica, we would have never gotten Megadeth. So
I seen Metallica once, and that was in 1986 at Sullivan Stadium.
Foxborough?
Yeah, Monsters of Rock. They canceled it first. We bought the tickets and they canceled it because the neighbors were all up in arms.
wasn't that the
And
same?
then they went. I think they went to court and won. And then by that time, they that show was supposed to replace Poland Springs, Maine.
Wasn't Judas Priest involved in this too?
I don't
Monsters
know.
of Rock? Was
No,
that?
I didn't
Were
think-
they canceled?
No, Scorpions and Van Halen was the headline.
Okay, there was a Judas Priest tour that was supposed to happen, I think, in the '90s, and that got canceled.
Yeah, this was 80.
well.
This is 88, 1988. So what happened was they canceled that
Mhm.
down in Foxborough,
Yeah.
and then they said, okay, well, we need to make up that, so they had the one in Poland Springs, Maine. No, Oxford Speedway. That's what it was. Oxford was next to Poland Springs.
Yeah.
So they had that, and then I guess it was court case maybe, and they end up having the show. So I saw the show within like 4 days of each other. I ended up seeing the show, and Metallica did like 5 Black Sabbath songs. You know, so I didn't know any of this stuff, but I was happy about that. I was big into the Scorpions back then.
Yeah.
I still am. So I wasn't even really there for Van Hagar or Van Halen or whatever you want. It wasn't called Van Hagar with Van Hagar.
Okay.
But I was there for the Scorpions.
You're gonna hate me. I actually like Van Halen with Sammy Hagar.
I do too, but I mean, it's the I'd rather David Lee Roth. And those
I thought you hated it. Like,
no, it's all right. It's all right. It's just you know what it is. It's not that I don't like the music. It's just the radio play from listening over and over and over and over.
Why not? I mean,
But-
Dreams.
But
come on.
no, but the radio play on the David Lee Roth side, I heard just as much too, and it didn't rub me the wrong way like the Sammy stuff did. I like Montrose, Sammy, and I like Sammy's stuff. I just wasn't a big fan with.
And Sammy, you know what? He did a good job.
Sammy's still doing a good job.
He did a good job with the Black Sabbath tribute.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
a great job.
Yeah,
He did,
sure. He's a great musician. Yeah,
did a couple songs. He did really good.
It
And,
just didn't.
yeah.
Maybe it's something I could discover in the future.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
version,
sure.
And then
Because there's like, what, 4 albums, I think?
and then Gary Sharon did one.
3 albums?
Gary Sharon did one.
Gary Jerome did one.
One album.
And like every Van Halen's fan says that's the worst album.
I kind of liked it.
I've never listened to it, so I
There's
don't
one
know.
song for the soundtrack of Twister, the movie Twister.
Yeah,
Okay. It's
very good movie.
not bad.
Very good movie. Actually, there's now a sequel out, so I haven't seen the sequel.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the sequel.
No.
It's probably good. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, all disaster movies, a lot of natural disaster movies are pretty good.
But
because they're over
the
top.
thing is, when they do sequels, they really have to look at the cast of characters that who were in the original movie, and Philip C. Hoffman.
Mhm.
He was in it, and I love him.
Yeah.
He was just, their crew they had with them was so unique in their characters and in the parts they played, and it was just, it'd be so hard to, they did such a good job. All the people did such a good job. All the people that was working with the main characters, the storm chasers, they're all crazy. You know what I mean? They're all just unique. And one was a nerd, one was a hippie, one was this, one was that. I mean, listen to Deep Purple. I mean, chasing a storm, and the guy's got a van, and he's got Deep Purple, Child of Time, the guitar, Richie Blackmore guitar playing. It's just
Actually, Child in Time just got a some sort of re-release remix thing. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I think it was for Stranger Things.
Right, but I mean, you really have to go back and look at the mind of the directors, and if you want to do another, you kind of have to almost mimic that. You can't be modern. It's just little
like
tidbits,
Independence Day,
like little tidbits. They have to get right, or the movie isn't just going to be the right. Especially people like myself who saw it and is looking for something else. It just might be just a big disappointment. It might be the same thing, more sci-fi, more more special effects for the destruction, and it wasn't that. It wasn't that. There was some cheesy parts of that movie with the cows and the tanker truck blowing up 10 feet from them.
Well, there is always cheesy.
Yeah, that was definitely cheesy. But but as long as they can, but the characters, those characters were in place. Those characters you kind of liked. You even the characters who weren't the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, characters have a lot to do with something. It's a less is more thing, and it's really that was a great movie to watch. And you just hope they don't ruin it. You know what I mean? When they try to do. But one movie they did a good job was that Death Wish.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
And it was sort of like, it wasn't even sort of the same story plot. It was the same name. It was sort of the same reasons why he became a vigilante, and but
exactly. Yes.
But it was good.
All right. Commercial break, then news break. Then we'll be right back in a few minutes. This is Middleboro in Review on WDVF 1530 AM 99.7. Yeah.
Anything going on in Middleboro?
Yeah. I want to get to that, but we gotta finish the today's issue first. There's a couple more. There's just a couple more to talk about. We had a lot of what's the word? Thoughts today on that.
Yeah, I saw.
It's interesting.
Clark Street Auto Body, located
I mean, whatever, it's fine.
Clark Street in
I don't care.
Massachusetts, offers the highest quality
It's perfectly fine.
and complete auto service for your car.
It just means we probably aren't going to be able to get to our transportation.
You can reach them at
We'll see how the rest of the show is.
Yeah, is there anything to report or no?
Anything new?
Fridays. Call them today.
Some of the closures that are going on in the city.
508-588-1495.
I think there are some closures.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association.
Other than that, no. I mean, we could talk about Norfolk Southern Union Pacific, since now that's... Is this alive?
Our mission is to see the world while defending our country in freedom.
Yeah,
Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal.
Everything's alive.
Clickbait, huh?
No, they're,
And welcome home. We have members from the
Pink Panther is coming back.
States and living abroad.
Eddie Murphy will be part of Pink Panther.
Serve in the armed
Pink Panther?
Yes.
serving
He's going to be playing
we sponsor
Inspector Clouseau.
Really?
many motorcycle-related
Yeah,
charity
all right.
events each year. And as a non-profit organization,
Yeah.
donate to
I
various
like that.
veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the
What about Bond? Did they destroy that? Did they already pull that out of the water?
No, they sold it to Amazon. I don't know what they're doing with it. I don't know what they're doing with it. They gotta find a new Bond, apparently, right? Because he's dead. Apparently Bond is dead. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I really don't.
In every campaign
I
rally,
mean, if they get Tom Hardy to be Bond,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
promised to make
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Months into his second term in
What were they
office,
thinking? Just
President
to
Donald Trump
off them.
has delivered the nation.
Just because, well, it's supposed to get rid of Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig doesn't want to do the movie.
Blow and arrest by Border
Yeah, but they-
Patrol in July.
They could have had another Bond.
They're going to have another Bond. I just don't know who it's going to be.
They're going to try to figure out how to save him. There's going to be like something that he was saved somehow.
I think so.
He got out. He got off that island and he wasn't evaporated.
Yeah, I think so. It's,
Something happened.
that's obvious. I think they're going to do that.
He jumped in the water.
But it's gonna look weird because it's gonna be a different actor.
That's all right.
Instrumental in the Russia collusion hoax. There's something.
I think it's gonna be Tom Hardy. I think they'll go out and get Tom Hardy for it. We'll see.
This is compelling evidence.
I mean, I don't think I wouldn't mind it being
To
Idris.
see exactly what happened.
I really wouldn't mind it being Idris. Idris is a good actor.
Yeah.
He is.
President
As
Trump.
long as he's British.
As long as it's British, I don't care.
Already has documents suggesting a strong connection between the Russia collusion narrative and former President Obama. Millions of student borrowers could begin having their wages garnished as soon as this summer. That's according to estimates from Credit Bureau TransUnion. The company predicts that by August, roughly 3 million borrowers could move into default, meaning they're 270 days past due on their payments. At that point, loan holders are at risk of having 15% of their pay docked. Ukraine's anti-corruption agencies say they've uncovered a major bribery scheme involving inflated military procurement contracts. It's 2 days after lawmakers restored the agency's independence following a public outcry. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Summer is all about making great memories. Boy, I love getting out on the boat. I admit that one of my little joys in life is to get on a boat and ride around on Tampa Bay. But if you're living with pain, those future memories could be stolen from you. Here's a thought. Try Relief Factor. Let's see if we can get you out of pain. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement designed to help your body fight pain. It's a doctor-developed formula made of natural ingredients. The best part of all, Relief Factor never masks the pain. It helps reduce or even eliminate it for good. Whether it's Joe and I do, whether it's a leg running around with a little one and just chilling in the hammock with a good book, Relief Factor can help you feel better, move better, and do more things you love all summer long. So if you're ready to reclaim your summer and make some amazing memories, head over to ReliefFactor.com or give them a call at 800-4-RELIEF. 800 the number 4-RELIEF. Do it now and get their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. That number again, 1-800 the number 4-RELIEF. 800-4-RELIEF. Fight pain naturally with Relief Factor.
Smoke from Canadian wildfires hovered over several Midwestern states yesterday, bringing warnings of unhealthy air. Air quality alerts were in effect in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, as well as eastern parts of Nebraska and sections of Indiana and Illinois. Forecasters say the smoky skies would remain for much of the day. People with lung disease, heart disease, children, older adults, and pregnant women are most susceptible to poor breathing conditions and are advised to stay inside. SpaceX delivered a new crew to the International Space Station just 15 hours yesterday. The team, consisting of astronauts from the U.S., Russia, and Japan, launched from NASA's Kennedy Space Center and arrived. They'll be spending at least 6 months aboard, replacing colleagues who have been there since March. SpaceX plans to bring the previous crew back as early as Wednesday of this week if all things go well. News and analysis at townhall.com. A disturbing new trend in college admission.
A study finds America's rural high school students are less likely to go to college than their urban peers. Students in sparsely populated regions often face obstacles in attending college, including having to travel great distance to get to campus, perhaps a lack of public transportation, as well as inconsistent broadband access that limits online courses. Some colleges have stepped up efforts to recruit those students. Jason Walker reporting.
The best of the Internet's cat videos have come to the big screen this weekend. Cat Video Fest is a 73-minute G-rated selection of all things feline, played in over 500 independent theaters in the U.S. and Canada. A portion of ticket proceeds benefit local cat-focused charities and shelters. Raised $1 million in 2019.
Wow.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
We really have no more ideas. That's pretty bad. I mean, most of this year has been kind of crappy with tones. Anyway, alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're back as we turn down the bumper music. There we go. 7:35 a.m. here on Middleboro Review on WVDF 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. Let's finish up our Today in History as birthdays, passings. We have no passings today, by the way. We just have 2 more birthdays to talk about. And the first one I want to talk about here is Deborah Ann Dyer, born August 3rd, 1967. Born in 1967. Known anonymously by the stage name Skin. And if you listen to the 2000 Tony Iommi album, you'll know that name because she's on that album. She's a British singer, musician and songwriter, lead vocalist of Skunk Anansi. Okay? I've never heard of this band. Often grouped as part of the Brit rock movement in the UK, and has gained attention for her powerful, wide-ranging soprano voice and striking look. And she's 58 today. Again, she was on the first Tony Iommi album that came out in 2000. There's a song called Meat on that album, and she provides the vocals.
That's funny. That's the one and only official Tony Iommi album.
Yes, there's a couple other ones out there, but they're,
Yeah, one with Glenn.
two with Glenn, technically.
Yeah, 2 with Glenn.
One's an official one, and then the other one I think is...
No, they
Are
made
they
it.
both official?
Yeah, well,
They're both official now because they had to release
right.
one of
Well, what happened with that is they did something called the 8th Star, and anyone knows that Black Sabbath 7 Star was brought out in 1986. 8th Star was made 1996. Okay, so they had who did it for the drummer there? What's his name? Holland.
Yeah, Steve Holland and
Not Steve Holland. Dave Holland.
And unfortunately, there were some things that happened outside of music with Dave Holland.
Yeah, right. And it was kind of a bootleg, so they came back with the 2004 Depth Sessions, and Tony didn't want him on the album, so they brought in a session drummer, and they called it the 1996 Depth Sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a year later they came out with Fused.
With Fused, yes.
But I mean, Iommi's worked with all these different people, but he's never a solo out. So that's
all right.
One more.
And our last birthday for today, last but certainly not least, when it comes to the sports world, Tom Brady, born on this day in 1977, 199th overall when he was selected in the, I think it was 2000 draft. 199th overall. 6th round, I believe. And he's a Hall of Famer. He will be in the Hall of Fame when his name is called in a few years. I think it was that 5-year between his retirement and between a player's retirement and when they start getting considered for the Hall of Fame. I think it was like a 5-year window there. So Brady's had a couple of years before he is considered, but he'll get it. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer easily. It's probably the easiest. It's probably the easiest Hall of Fame pick for the NFL Hall of Fame committee. Oh, Tom Brady's name's here. Yeah, he's a 100%.
We're so lucky to have him.
Absolutely.
All those years and winning.
Winning and more winning.
Right.
Yes, as Charlie Sheen said in his interview, winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Charlie Sheen. Yes. We love him as an actor. His personal life's a little, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. All right. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. Last time we talked about this, Don, it was just rumors. Now it's not. It's official. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern will attempt to merge. They still have to get approval from several people. I don't know if they have to get approval from the president. You were asking me about this yesterday. But they definitely have to get approval from the Surface Board.
Well, I wasn't approval. I mean, they're going through the regulatory system anyway.
Yes, they have to go through the regulatory system.
My question was, does the president have to sign it into law?
Yes. So
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know. But this merger has been announced. It's an $85 billion deal. The deal would create the U.S. transcontinental freight giant. STB's regulatory review, that's expected to take about 16 months. So they pretty much filed this, I bet, at this point. So 16 months from now, which would be, that would be December 2026. So this wouldn't happen until 2027, most likely. Trump administration antitrust shift enables deals seen before as a no-go. Unions plan to oppose this merger, citing safety and service concerns, and the deal raises merger questions between BNSF and CSX. You kidding me? Questions? Yeah. Don, if Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific merge, BNSF and CSX are going to merge. There's no question about that. Zero question about that. That is going to happen immediately.
Well, what happens, and I'm pretty sure this is what happens, maybe not, a lot of the trains can't go straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they have to go to their respective hump yards, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And disassemble from the engines and then hook up with another, engine,
Yep.
okay? So, I mean, this way, you can just go, if something's going to California from Florida, it can go straight through.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, because a lot of times they have to try it. And I've heard of stories too, and I'm not sure if this is going on, because I watch a lot of train videos. There's been situations in Chicago where they get as far, and then they got to offload it, put it on a truck, and take it down the street, and unload it to a train again. I'm not sure if that's still going on, but I remember hearing about that. So, I mean, I don't know. Doesn't seem efficient to me.
So we'll see. Still, this is going to be quite a while before we know if this gets approved or not. Again, 16 months the review takes, so that's December of 26. And probably will get announced in 27 if it gets approved or not. Most likely it'll get approved. I think this is a slam dunk for both companies in their eyes. So, and there doesn't seem to be many problems with this. And it doesn't create a monopoly. It does not, because you have CSX and you have BNSF and then you have CPKC as well. So this does not create a monopoly in the rail industry.
And those are the bigger players too. You still have a lot of short lines.
Exactly.
I mean, you got Worcester and Providence, which is a regional railroad. They go down as far as New York, I think, down to the city, and then through Connecticut and parts
of monopoly.
Parts of Vermont. So I mean, I think more and more these companies are sharing each other's tracks.
Yeah.
Because I know Norfolk Southern is using CSX tracks because Pan Am was bought from CSX, and I think Pan Am used to run like the North Spur up, Fitchburg, Gardner, up that way, up through the Hoosick Tunnel into New York that way. So I mean,
question here: Pan Am is an airway, right?
They're gone.
Yeah, I know. Pan Am was an airway as well. Were they related, the Pan Am Rail and Pan Am Air?
I don't think so.
Okay. That was my question. I wanted to
No.
clear the air with that.
I could be wrong.
No.
I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I don't know.
know.
All right, anyway, the MBTA, Commuter Rail, and Keolis will be providing round-trip special event train service to New England Patriots home games all season long. Service will be provided from Boston only for the one home preseason game, and from both Boston and Providence for the entirety of the regular season. Round-trip special event train tickets are $20 and will go on sale on the 8th of August. We go on sale for the 8th of August preseason game on August 1st, so they're on sale now. Exclusively via the M-Ticket app. Special event train tickets for regular season games. Those will go on sale via the M-Ticket app beginning 11 a.m. on the Monday before each game. Special event train tickets, for example, special event tickets for the special event train tickets. There we go, for the September 7th game. That'll go on sale Monday, September 1st at 11 a.m. Please note, special event train tickets for the November 13th Thursday Night Football game against the New York Jets. Those will go on sale on the M-Ticket app the previous Thursday, November 6th at 11 a.m. Also, regularly scheduled weekday MBTA commuter rail trains are available to bring fans to and from Boston for weekday Patriots training camp practices this summer as well. The full Foxborough station schedule that can be found on the MBTA website, and information on the training camp that can be found on patriots.com/training camp. That's awesome.
But you know what? Kind of baffles me a little bit. I mean, you have trains coming on special events coming from Providence, so obviously it
Yes.
comes off the Northeast Corridor and connects in Mansfield. That's where the tracks connect. And then coming from Boston, they'll go up to Walpole, and then they connect off of Walpole there and head down that way. Why wouldn't they have regular trains from Providence to go into Foxborough at least once or twice a day, through trains? You know what I mean? Make it like a South Station train, but via, maybe one or two trains or whatever. But now people who live in Providence and they work in Foxborough, they have to go all the way to Boston, okay, and then take a train to Foxborough, which it dead ends. So let's go straight through. I don't know why they wouldn't have at least two trains in the morning and two trains in the afternoon. And I know a lot of people probably on that line, probably Providence, Attleboro, South Attleboro, Pawtucket. There's a lot of people who work at Patriot Place. That place is huge.
I don't know.
And it's no direct access. I don't understand why they wouldn't have a train. I mean, because that would pick up part of the Forge Park line.
Yes.
And they run trains just to Norwood and Walpole. I mean, not all the trains run out of Forge Park, so that could just be, it could be just a continuation of those trains. They don't even run that far. So I don't know why they don't do that.
Okay, real quick, a couple events here going on, and then we're going to take our last commercial break, and then when we come back, part two of our transportation topic. But I want to, there's three events I want to make sure I talk about here on the show today because they're coming up, and they're important as well. The first one is the Grab and Go tomorrow at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., the Taunton Nursing Home. Lunch consists of shepherd's pie, tossed salad, and dinner roll.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Yes, you ever have shepherd's pie?
I have not.
Oh, it's absolutely delicious.
We ask those attending to donate hygiene products for teenage boys and girls that we will donate to the Teenage Hygiene Closet, organized by and distributed by the Taunton Housing Authority. Some of the items they provide are deodorant, razors, lotion, soap, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and Q-tips as well. Thank you in advance for your generosity. As usual, we will be having a drug sharps take back with departments and other agencies handing out various items to all that drive through. Call to register 774-406-5899. And reminder as well, all participants are required to show an ID and complete member registration and waiver forms prior to registering for all classes and events through the Taunton Council of Aging. East Middleboro will hold its 74th annual 4-H fair, free admission and parking, and that will be taking place Saturday, August 30th and Sunday, August 31st. Saturday, August 30th will be 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, August 31st will be 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The auction, which they hold every single year, that'll be at 3 p.m. on the first day, on Saturday. At the 4-H grounds, 183 Thompson Street, Route 105 in Middleborough. And I've talked about this. I've talked about this as well, where I'm literally a 60-second walk from the 4-H fair. There's my backyard, and then the field where everyone parks. So I'm right there. So it's a 60-second walk for me to get to the 4-H fair, which is convenient for me. It was very convenient for me when I was working for MadCam as well. I filmed 4-H fair one year. Very convenient for me. I had just a quick little 60-second walk, and I was there.
I see you walking across the field with your camera on your back there.
Yes, 67th annual outdoor agricultural fair will take place at South Middleboro, the Grange Hall, 337, and that is at 570 Wareham Street, Saturday, August 23rd. The fair opens at 11 a.m. Fair exhibits received from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Judging at 11 a.m. Exhibits on display until 5. Baked goods as well will be sold. Modified classes, flowers, fruits, vegetables, honey, eggs, and a youth conservation posters only as well on that. So we have all those events going on. Let's take our last worship break right now. When we come back, we'll do a little bit more transportation to end the show today.
St. Vincent de Paul of Sacred Heart Church in Middleboro serves the residents of the towns of Middleboro, Lakeford, Carver, and Rochester. Our base of operations is in the lower level of the parish hall, on Oak Street, directly across the street from Sacred Heart Church in downtown Middleboro. At this time, we serve approximately 500 families in our service area, and many of them come to us for various types of aid. This can take many forms and include many of the following programs: utilities and rent assistance, agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svbbmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Celebrate National Farmers Market Week, August 3rd through 9th. It's the perfect time to explore your local market and enjoy some peak summer produce, sweet corn, juicy tomatoes, berries, and more. Support local farms, eat fresh, and build community. Mass Farmers Market supports more than 200 markets across Massachusetts, growing food access and farm sustainability statewide. Find a market near you at massfarmersmarkets.org. That's massfarmersmarkets.org. Sponsored by Mass Farmers Markets. Matthew Mission Food Pantry helps people with food insecurity from hardship supply. In a few short years, they have given more than 4,000 bags of groceries to those in need. For guests with limited transportation options, they are open every Saturday morning from 9:30 to 11:30 at the north door of the First Parish Church, 76 Church Green, and are available to anyone.
The improvements.
JD Vance's birthday.
Demand increases every week. With the
I'm gonna have that
reduction
down.
in SNAP
I
benefits,
apologize.
the
No, it
need is
wasn't.
growing. Please consider a donation.
I didn't see that. I thought I would definitely put that down.
Grocery store gift card
I thought I
or
saw it.
monetary donation via check.
I might have missed it by
to the
accident.
No, it was
Mission
yesterday.
Food Pantry, 76
August
Church
2nd.
Green, or by Venmo at Matthew
What was I gonna
Mission
say?
Food Pantry. The Matthew Mission
The,
Pantry is a registered
the Natick,
501c3 organization. Thank you.
The Natick MBTA station improvements, was pretty much done. Apparently. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. And we're back. I turned down the bumper music. There we go. 7:54 a.m. Let's finish the transportation topic and finish the show today. Quick programming note for not for next Sunday, not for Middleboro Review, but for the week starting on August 11th. August 10th, next week, we will be here. We will be here. Following my shift at noon, I will be heading to Western Pennsylvania. So Me and Don will be gone for the majority of the week. We will be back on Saturday night, August 16th. So we're not going to be missing any Middleborough reviews. But August 11th, Middleborough Matters. I will be off. Fridays, Hometown Talk. I will be off, which that's the 14th. And then Saturday I won't be here. And also I work on Thursdays, and I will not be here on Thursday. On Thursday the 13th, and then Saturday the 15th. But we'll be back on Saturday the 16th.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we'll be back on the air Sunday.
We'll be back on the air, so we're not missing any Middleborough reviews, but I just wanted to mention that Middleborough Matters on the 11th, and then the 15th for Middleborough. For
Hometown Talk.
Hometown Talk. There we go. I have so many
Well,
shows.
those are your 2 live shows.
Yes, my 2 live shows. August 11th, Middleborough Matters, and August 15th for the Hometown Talk. I will not be here, and then the 14th, I work on Thursdays.
Yeah, but they don't. You're not live, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
not live. Well, you know.
We gotta spend a half an hour, so you'd be away a week. Really? I'm not
live on Thursday,
I'm
but
not-
they sometimes hear me on Thursdays. If Ron has me come on for a few minutes, they hear me. They know I'm on Thursdays. They know I'm here on Thursdays. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah,
So
sometimes-
Thursday the 14th I won't be here,
Right.
and then Saturday the 16th I won't be
Right,
here.
sometimes-
But we will be back August 16th, Saturday night, and you're not going to be missing any Middleborough reviews. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Short and sweet, Joey. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. I try to be. I get jumbled in my words sometimes. I try to be. Anyway, all right. Purification.
If it, if everyone got that, right? Everyone got that, right?
I think everyone got that. Yeah.
You sure you want to tell the people again? Okay.
One more time.
No.
One more time.
No, don't. They heard you. I'm just joking.
Good.
Please don't. Okay.
Yeah. Don't joke around.
Growing old over here.
Because I will make sure you put up.
You know what? Torture me off the air. Don't torture the audience. All right. That's all I have to say.
Whatever. We're not missing any Middleborough reviews.
No.
Yeah, we're only gone 6 days. August 10th through the 16th.
Yes.
Okay. What was I saying? Okay, yes, transportation. There we go. Schedule changes apparently will begin on August 24th. New train and bus schedules. That's going into effect later this month. They'll feature more frequent service on lines. The MBTA has announced. Starting August 24th, changes include more frequent red and orange line trains, especially during peak weekday times. 6 more bus routes will also be added to the list.
They invented 6 more.
What?
6 new ones, right?
More service.
More, sir.
On several lines.
I want more.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Starting August 24th, those changes will include red and orange line trains. More of them.
More.
Yes.
More's good.
Especially during
more.
peak weekday times.
Peak.
6 bus routes as well will also be added to this list. Those operating in 15 minutes. Okay.
I'll be interested.
We'll see it when we'll believe it when we see it.
Yeah.
Basically, red line frequency that'll improve every day with the number of weekday trips increasing by 3%. 3%. That's a small number.
Considering.
Oh, considering what they have now.
Consider what they have now. Yeah, that's. I think that's a large number.
Anyway, the time between trains that'll be about 30 seconds less. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a small thing, but anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Doc. Come on.
8 o'clock. Gotta go.
Orange line frequency that will improve every day due to faster observed turnaround times. Blue line frequency that will improve as well. Weekend green line schedules will adjust slightly as well. Buses More roots.
Yeah.
Roots, plenty of roots.
Yeah.
Lots of roots. Fairy, more of them.
Yeah.
Yes, we love the fairies.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a yeah.
That'll do it.
That's a yeah.
That'll do it for the show today. Again, we'll be here next week. So,
Yeah.
we're not missing any Middleborough reviews,
No,
but
no.
we will be going away from afternoon of August 10th to the evening of August 16th.
And you've got all week to tell everyone, too. After spending 25 hours on
Well,
it
I'm going to have to again. Probably
Yeah.
tomorrow and then probably Friday.
Yeah, okay.
Which, whatever, it's fine.
That's good.
But I wanted to make sure everyone knew.
That is a yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we'll be back next week for another edition of Middleborough Review. Bye. I hate having to do that because I get jumbled up with the dates.
Yeah,
I'm not looking at a calendar.
less is more, kid.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at a calendar too. I'm just kind of off the top of my head kind of thing with that. Which I don't like to do. But I had to do that just to. No, I had to do it because I had to make sure that people knew. Because if I didn't say anything, like, oh, well, where's Joey? On the August 11th show, where's Joey? Okay, bye everybody. What happened?
Promise to make America safe again. Now,